Good day, everyone. I'll be giving a lecture about friendship. Friendship is one of the most valuable assets that anyone may have. God gives us the freedom to choose our friends since they would always be with us. Our parents and siblings adore us if we were their own children. A friend, on the other hand, is someone who was once a stranger. Then, they take precedence over all other relationships in our lives. Friendship is nothing more than unconditional affection with no conditions attached. True friends are always there for each other, even when circumstances are tough. A true friend, on the other hand, is one who rejoices in our achievements while mourning our shortcomings. A true friend may sometimes criticize in order to help us overcome our weaknesses. If we make a mistake, he chastises us and points us in the proper direction. That is why it is stated that a true friend is more valuable than any gem we may possess. Your friend's love will always remain unwavering. They may not expect anything from us, but they are always generous with their love. Friendship is a divine relationship that exists outside of the realm of blood relations. It is the only relationship that legitimately be described as priceless. We can obtain a variety of joys by exerting effort. However, without someone to share our lives with and good companions, life may remain uninteresting. It is natural for humans to seek emotional support and participate in social activities. Even if we have everything in life, we may still be in a vacuum. It only happens when we don't have a close friend with whom we can share our tiniest joy in life. Friends are always willing to listen to us without judgment. Friendship will present us with countless of enjoyable moments throughout our lives, which we'll be able to recall in our lives later years. However, this relationship may have moments of crisis side by side. A misunderstanding may arise, and this wonderful relationship may begin to deteriorate. Always be the first to come to the rescue when a friendship is threatened. God forbid if distance emerges within this relationship. Owing to some bad circumstance, we must not abandon our companion. Hold his or her hand and express regret for any errors made. Nothing is more tragic in a person's life than losing a friend. Friendship is a relationship that is similar to that of a newborn child. Friendship is always a pure and like a bundle of delight that grows only with additional sustenance. Never take a true friends for granted or ignore them. At various points in our lives, we may encounter a variety of people. Many people will claim to be our friends, but they should never be judged just on their appearance. Finally, I'd like to emphasize how tough it is to find a good friendship. As a result, we should value this heavenly relationship based on comprehension and feelings. To live happily, all we need are friends. Everyone benefits from long-term friendship. When we spend time with our friends, we don't have to pretend to be someone else. They allow us to complete freedom to be with who we really are. People who makes us happiness should constantly be thanked. One of the most valuable items in anyone's life is a true friend. That's all. Thank you. Why education is important in our society? Education is more than just learning from books, and it is a shame that a lot of schools do not see that it is more than just a curriculum and school score. A good education can teach a child how to learn so that the child may take up independent learning as an adult. Education may also teach a child how to reason so that a child does not grow up to be ignorant. I shall provide the two most compelling reasons for the importance of education in our society. In contemporary society, the most compelling argument for education is that it teaches people how to learn. It is not about how much knowledge they gain. It's about how a youngster is taught to learn things. A child may leave school knowing nothing about the subject. Child may grow up to be an adult who knows everything he or she needs to know. Otherwise, the child may grow up to be a person who is unable to notice the obvious because he or she is unable to reason and learn new things deliberately. Education teaches people how to reason, and if they're taught correctly, they'll be able to control their own ignorant thoughts. For example, there are several postings and pages on the internet discussing the danger of kids' immunizations. Irrational people who are never learned to think will look at them, believe them, and back them up. A person who has been educated to reason will be able to recognize empirical evidence. That person would examine all of the people in the United States who have received childhood injections, the vast majority, and then all the people with autism. They would argue that if childhood immunizations cause autism, then the majority of individuals in the United States would be affected. If a person is taught to a reason, he or she may not think that smokers appear to be more likely to get emphysema than non-smokers. They would then conclude that smoking and emphysema are linked. This type of reasoning may be taught in schools, and if children are not taught it, they will jeopardize their children's lives by refusing to vaccinate them. And they will continue to smoke because their father smoked for years and never got sick. If education is not valued, it will one day be all about school grades and meeting the requirements of a curriculum. There will come a time when children despise learning because of their experiences in school. This already happens in some cases. Furthermore, without education that teaches people how to reason things out and distinguish between what is fact and what is flawed evidence, our society will become increasingly damned until a smarter country marches and steals our country from under our ignorant noses. Thank you. Many feminist organizations and their female supporters still believe that women are discriminated against and denied high-level employment solely because of their gender. Is this the case? To begin with, I would venture to suggest that the vast majority of feministic anecdotes of female discrimination are legends. Men are already frightened of being accused of sexual harassment if they gaze at a beautiful woman. Gender discriminations occurs when a woman is denied employment because she does not fulfill work requirements due to her education or personal characteristics. Men in most situations will not offer her assistance if she is hauling a hefty bag, which is understandable given that, feminism and all, men are physically stronger than women, and some females may consider it is disrespectful. Do you believe that in such a setting, women who claim that they are unable to advance professionally owing to gender discriminations are correct? It doesn't matter if you're a man or a woman when it comes to developing a career. It's all about being professional, wise, diligent, and involved. And a large number of women in senior executive positions is an example of this. It doesn't matter if you're a man or a woman when it comes to developing a career. It's all about being professional, wise, diligent, and involved. And a large number of a woman in a senior executive positions is an example of this. I believe that women can achieve the same level of professional success as men, and that our culture is mature enough to not stand in their way. Is it true that they all want to be a lady bosses? I've heard a lot of stories about women quitting their jobs because they suddenly realized that it was societal program, not their inherent desires, that dominated them, and no mystery female hating males stood in their way of becoming a big boss. I am a woman, and I have the right to say, lovely ladies, unless you want a new toy to play with, don't make something that does not exist in reality. And that's all. Thank you.